Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have something really small, interesting project. We have it's a bit rusty and it's old and it's been sitting here for a long time. You can see there's a building right behind me. Introduce a new trailer. This is a brand new trailer, and it's a bit rusty at the moment. Like, look at this thing. It's still solid. So yeah, that's the remain of the all this crumple you see here is the remain of one of these, like those kind of metal. Yeah, so as we're saying, that's what's the remain of this metal. And here's what the remain of the winch thingy. I think this is right here's the tailgate for this thing, for this rig. And the frame is in kind of solid shape. I'm not pretty sure, but this spot right here, that's solid steel right there. That's not gonna be ruined for a couple of like 20 plus years. And check tires. They are worn out, but they still hold air, which is good. The leaf springs might need a little repair. And how was the other spring? So yeah, look at this. This part is the worst part of the trailer. Like, look at this. Okay, I think it's not safe to step on that. Right here we have a leaf spring. It's not, and it's supposed to be right here. I don't know. And for the other spring right here, it's in its spot, which is good. We're missing a spring right here. I think it's crumpled up at the moment. And there's the other spring. So we have 3 springs that are alright. Well, I don't think the other one's fine. Here we have a crumpled metal rusting away. Well, my plan is to actually cut out the old metal. If this thing is still pliable, this might be the only part of the whole thing that's alright, the metal. And the strong steel is in good shape. This one might not be, but I think it's still pliable. Or we just cut a new metal. There we go. Well, that's what's left of it, at least. And my friend was jumping on this, and it still holds, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna let that pass for now. And you can just see how deep it is. It's been sitting here for a long time. This part right here, yeah, it's a bit shot at the moment. Look at that! Look at this! It just spins. So yeah, now we know which part of this whole thing is rotted out. Is the whole thing right here. But this sign's still strong. Well, until you crumple up this whole metal. Literally, of course, I didn't have to pay for this thing because this thing's rotted out. I told him if it was for sale, and he just said that rotted out metal junk, you can keep it. I'm like, thanks, bud. So yeah, that's a kind of a cool gift and a really nice project to start off with. This is my first trailer I've ever owned at the age of 15 years old. And if you guys are one of those old people who knows so much about 90s, or I don't know how old this trailer is, but let me know if this is actually part of the trailer, because this thing definitely was. Well, now it's all rotted out. And you may people think that what was on the middle of this trailer is missing. Well, these are I guess the panels right here. They are not in good shape as well. They're rotted out. I threw that one right at the other side, right here, but obviously it's not in good shape. And now we just figured this is the actual tailgate. Look at that. It's still pliable. Look at that. It still works. That's awesome. So yeah, I wonder what this thing is. Is this like some kind of a pillar? I don't know what that is. The other one's lifted up. This one's down, so it could be the parking brake. I haven't checked these tires out. They're still holding air, which I'm really shocked. Okay, no plug, that's bad, but hey, at least we can still roll it out of here. I don't know how much weight this trailer is. It's definitely heavy. Oh, this one's shot. Look at that. But still solid. Well, the fender is in really good shape. A little bit mangled, but One piece of a sled hammer could definitely do the job, or just a normal hammer. And the bracket that attached to the leaf spring is rusted out. This one's fine. I bet the leaf springs are not fine in this thing. Well, the other one looks terrible. So why not we go check that out? Would you look at that? There's a chopper. No one's in danger today. Everyone's still safe. And yes, we got a manly trailer right here. Look at that. Double lock. Well, now that means I can actually, you know, use a normal car to tow this thing. Wow, that thing is really close. That's awesome. By the way, I'm literally in the middle of a horse field. That's, you can explain all the horse crap and all that stuff. But the leaf springs of this one's definitely really bad. I checked these tires. They still have kinda some life left in them. This one has a hole, but still holds air. These are real tires. Pretty shocked about that. I think it's normal, well, in my opinion, not normal to have a leaf spring open up. Oh, look at that. That's pretty shocking that this thing is rusty, but it's still loose. Well, so this part right here is not solid. Look at that. It just crumbles. And yeah. That's how it is. This trailer is really old. You can tell it just crumples. And you guys be like, don't do it, man, it's gonna do more damage. Hey. So my plan is to try to salvage this trailer as much as I can. People will be like, just forget about this project, throw it away and just buy yourself a new trailer. But no, I like to save some old stuff. Is there like no tag or something to tell how heavy it is or what kind of a trailer this is? Bradley DA60. So yeah, this trailer is pretty cool actually. I like the style of it so far. And its age, which is my favorite part. Okay, so we have 3 springs. They are bad. 3 springs are alive. One of them's missing. And 4 tires are still holding air, which is pretty good. But one of them's still, you know, bad. Fenders are in good shape. The other one's also has some rust holes, but it's not that big of a deal. But I don't know what to do with this whole panel. Like, should I keep this panel and just saw that one out? I do have a saw at home that could just saw all that metal out. You know, I could just saw the old panel and just put shiny new steel or metal in, whatever is nice for this thing, and just weld it on, because the frame is still solid, but this one's not. But really hope we can still salvage this thing. I mean, hey, there's lots of people in my neighborhood who likes to work with things with metal. And if you guys want to know about this building here, this building is a little old and kind of, you know, this used to be a place for sheeps, and this is an old building, and this is the entrance, and that's what's left of the whole house. It's bad, it's gone forever. It wasn't always like this. It was still holding on until one day it just crumbled up in pieces. I don't know what happened to this building, but it's been a long time. It used to be a place for sheeps, like I said. It was still usable in the 1980s, and now it's gone forever. Okay, and this trailer, I don't know how long this trailer's been sitting here. It's been almost a long time this thing's been sitting there. I even checked on Google Maps and some Google Earth Pro to see how long it's been, and man, it's been here for a long time. I think it's been here like in the mid-80s, or maybe just the day where it got parked and never came back. There's gonna be a lot of hammering on this one, and it doesn't have no lights, obviously. Oh, look at that! That's one of those. And there are some stickers behind there, which is probably very interesting. There might be some explaining with this trailer. Let's see if it does read it out. I don't think the camera. No, it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. This is still, well, it's pretty heavy actually, but hey, we're gonna film as soon as this big rig comes home. I'm gonna see if I can lift it with my bare hands. It's gonna be heavy. Well, camera's not gonna see really well off the tailgate. I could just use some piece of the trailer to hold the camera. Alright, let's see if I can move this very big trailer. I think it's just stuck in the ground, I think. It does have cool rubbers on it, like when you can slam it down where the hell you want with it. Good news, the latches, they still work. So that works. The trailer is still in solid shape. The steel, the frame is still good. The fenders are still good, even though they look rotted out, but they still are savable. But the front of the frame and this part of the frame is not good. You can just saw that out and just put new one in. So anyways, that's our new project. Part 2 will come soon. And I do have plans for painting for this thing, what color I should have it, but let me know what should the fenders be like, the whole frame. I think people be saying that's gonna be black, because all frames should be black, they look cooler. And the fenders probably be red or blue, I don't know, that's my guess. But let me know which color is beautiful for this rig. And the rims, I don't know what color, but let me know what color is cool for these kind of old style rims. So anyways guys, see you next time. Part 2 will come soon as possible. So see you later. And hopefully we get this rig out of here. Either be pictures or videos of it, this thing being towed away. So yeah. See you later. Have a good evening, folks.